What up, Patreon? To boy, back with another one. Like I love pushing boundaries and all that. So, um, I'll try to drop this video on YouTube if God no allows me. And man, shout out for you guys for your support. It means a lot. It means a lot, man. So this is what we're working on.
Straight out the basement, telling the nigga used to wash in the basin. I did it time in the matrix, 40 below and the ice on my wrist. Shoot 40 bitch in my left hand, shoot 40 bitch in my left hand. Eddie inches in the set eye, rest in peace, I said it left eye. Money back, I tell you how to feel. 40 trips in my bitch's eye. Look, you wishing that a been big. Can I let it go? Yes, can I let it go? I'm 24, I gotta shine. Baby, I told you you're leaving me again. I tell you I fit you to shine. Maybe I'm on the go, baby. I can never try this sweep. Pop in the city, I how boy you be me. Louis V chain in my body won't be me. 240 bashing my baby, I'm feeling. Carry this time in the city, ladies. I didn't.
Okay. Real talk. This template is not going to happen. It's not going to sound like this without this plugin here, the Nebula. Cause here I'm using the Marshall preamp. It's a Marshall preamp. Then I have an SSL. Not the SSL. What you call? It's a massive mix EQ. It's a massive mix EQ. They sample the highs on this and they're pretty smooth. From what I know. So let's try to do this. I'll try to. Yes. Let me unmute this. Okay. It's working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enable this two sounds or two libraries on this plugin here so you can hear the difference, right? Let me mute the one.
Now you can hear me. And listen to my vocals. Let me remove this. Also the mastering. Listen to my vocals right now. As you can hear. But let's disable these things. Listen to my vocals. And let's bring them back. And let's bring everything back. So this you can hear my vocals. Let's bring them back. And let's bring them back. So I'm taking.
So you heard my vocals. This thing, it's a dark preamp. It's a guitar preamp, but it doesn't fuck up my vocals like that. And then I use the massive mix EQ to make it bright, so my vocals can be balanced. You see. So that's what I get. And the first plugin is here. As you can see, I'm DSing. I always DS first. And followed by a dialogue 2. As you can see, check these things. The compressor is not on. I'm using it for the DSer. The EQ is not on. The DSer here, it's pretty nice. And I have a vocal writer just to keep everything balanced and my vocals not dynamic. And followed by a Neol compressor just to balance out the things. And I have an Artvox. As you can see, my gate here, and the compressor is minus 6.5 and the gain is minus 7.1. And I'm using a Townsend. On Townsend, I'm using what you call, it's a C800G. Just follow these things, and my gain is pretty. I turned it down, and I have the Holy Grail. I don't know why I didn't even pay. Just that the Neve for what you call the Neve preamp they sampled. It's pretty bright and warm. I think they included the EQs there, but this one will do the work. And followed by a DSR gain and a DSR gain. Because if you mute these things, this thing is pretty bright. So followed by this, it's a Marshall preamp. You'll find it here. You can hit my Patreon. You'll find it on a producer pack. Not a producer pack, producer pack 2. Just go to a guitar, go to Marsh Springs, and click the Marsh Pre 1P. And on the second library, it's LXP MMEQ. LXP MMEQ, and just search for this. It will show the frequencies they sampled on this machine, and it will work. And on my vocals, after this, it's followed by an auto tune, which is obvious. I have an auto tune here, followed by Millennia, but I'll turn them off so you can hear the big difference, and followed by a DSR, because I'm going to EQ again. Hence I said EQing first. It gives me that clarity so I can work free. I don't want my sound to gain a little bit of a low end when I'm adding the DSR. So that's why I edit before, then I add an EQ. And followed by a Nebula. I tried to use, I don't want to lie, guys. I have so many plugins here, but now since using the Nebula, I need a powerful PC to like use this to its extent and stuff. But these things are pretty nice, man. And I used the same EQ, but I boosted up, and the frequency is on 4.7, and the Q, man, listen to this without these plugins, then I'll mute them back.
Straight out the basement, telling the nigga used to wash in the basin. I did time in the Matrix, 40 below and I. Straight out the basement, telling the nigga used to wash in the basin. I did time in the Matrix, 40 below and ice on my wrist.
So let's
EQ. 40 bitch in my left hand. 40 bitch in my left hand.
Then let's add the Nebula.
Rest in peace, I said it left eye. Money back, I tell you what.
Listen to the top end. Super nice, man.
Look, you wishing that I've been big. Can I let it go? Yes, can I let it go? I'm 24, I gotta shine.
Super bright.
Baby, I told you you leaving me again. I tell you I fit you to shine. Baby, I'm on the go, baby.
The shine doesn't.
Straight out the basement, telling the nigga used to wash in the basin. I did time in the Matrix, 40 below and ice on my wrist. 40 bitch in my left hand. 40 bitch in my left hand. Eddie gets you to the set eye. Rest in peace, I said it left eye. Money back, I tell you what I feel. 40 trips in my bitch's eye. Look, you wishing that I've been big. Can I let it go? Yes, can I let it go? I'm 24, I gotta shine. Baby, I told you you're leaving me again. I tell you I fit you to shine. Baby, I'm on the go, baby, I can never short this sweep. Pop in the CD, I how boy you beat me. Louis V chain in my body won't beat me. 240 bashing my baby, I'm feeling. Carry this time in the city ladies. I didn't.
Thanks for watching this. Like, subscribe, support. It will be on YouTube, also on Patreon, with what you call a project file. And before I go, check my levels before. Your audio should be like this. Let's switch off this thing fast. I only have seconds. Let me record something pretty fast. Check, make sure your levels are like this. Make sure your levels are like this when you record. Check your wave. Make sure your levels are like this. Make sure your levels are like this. No. Make sure your levels are like this. 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 This one, the wave.